We are live. Okay, we are live. How are all of you tonight? Do me a favor, wherever you are tuning in from, if you could give me a thumbs up or a heart and tell me where you're tuning in from in the comments section, I would greatly appreciate that. Let's make a quick camera adjustment, just so my head doesn't get cut off. I'm a little closer to the camera for all of you tonight. And we are, of course, filter free because I'm filming this on my computer, and none of that junk on here. And so I'm super excited to be with all of you. Let's see here. Let's say hello on Facebook. Make sure this is welcome. Tell me where you are tuning in from in the comments section. Welcome, Deborah. Welcome, Scott. Where are you tuning in from? Tell me your city, state, and country. And thank you guys so much for being on here right now. I'm also going to alert this is my business page right here. So all of you can follow me on here. This is my business page right here on Facebook. Okay, so I am ready to share with all of you a piece of knowledge that was reminded to me the other day. So I've had a tough few months. And part of me sharing with all of you, and that's my dog and his bone in the background, part of me sharing with all of you is sharing not only when the good times are here, but also when the not so good times are going on. And I'm actually going to share with you about that. Let me get him another bone for outside. One moment. Come on. Come on. Sorry about that. Got to keep the animals happy and healthy. You know, my animals are my world, and I've got one in his 20s, so got to keep them happy and healthy. So I'm going to be sharing with all of you, thank you for telling me where you're tuning in from and for the hearts, what I was reminded of by my spiritual teacher who actually lives in Sweden, and what she shared with me the other day that was a stark reminder to what I was put here on earth to do. And the reason I'm sharing all of this with you, so I've had a tough few months. I think I shared with you guys in March of this year, I was hacked. And then recently, Facebook informed me that someone had done something on my business pages. So now I can't share in between my business pages. And it's just been a big pain in the ass, to be honest with you. And I have went through this type of thing for about 10 years. So now I'm pretty privy to it and I have a team. And when it happens, instead of spending all week in my pajamas trying to fix a problem when I'm not a tech person, I hand it over to a team member and go to the gym or whatever. I didn't do that this week. This week I did the pajama thing all week and was in the house trying to fix a problem, and it will never happen again. So this week was the first week I didn't go live for Tasty Tuesdays and Wednesdays Wisdom in about 7 years. I usually try to go live at least once or twice a week. And so I was determined to pop on here and go live today. Thank you for the hearts. And my spiritual teacher said something to me that was really powerful, and I'm going to share it with all of you. And it was something she said to me in 2020, and she actually dress problems. Sorry about that. She actually said it to me again. She said, don't become what you came here to destroy. She said, don't become what you came here to destroy. And I said, my God, Helen, where did you get that from? Because that is so profound. She said, you said it to me on our very first conversation. And I said it back to you in 2020, and I'm reminding you again. And so to me, that's powerful. So I was put on this earth not to have babies, not to give birth to children, but to mother my animals, to mother this earth, to remind people to plant a garden, to speak out about big pharma and the lies, to speak out when our government's not telling the truth. I was put here to be a whistleblower. I wasn't put here to sit on my couch fixing technical problems that I have no idea about. And what she reminded me during our hour-long session, she said, let me clear the energy. She said, I can't believe that people would go, or I said, I can't believe people would go to these lengths to try to slow me down and stop me when all I'm doing is speaking the truth. And she said, don't become what you came here to destroy. You came here to destroy Big Pharma's lies. You came here to destroy plagiarism. You came here to destroy people who aren't conscious creators. Thank you for all the roses on TikTok. You came here to destroy people who are phony and false light workers. You came here to destroy people who steal other people's work and then claim it as their own, steal the words right out of your mouth and then claim it as their own. You came here to destroy the lies that the government puts out about things that they think we need that we don't. You came here to speak the truth about that. You were put here on this earthly realm to do that. So why would you waste a second of your beautiful mind or your beautiful energy or your beautiful day fixing issues that other people are causing to try to hide your work or hide you or whatever, so they can steal more of your work, etc.? You don't need to do that. And we went through the session and I started crying for about a minute, and then I was reminded of something else, and that is, you truly never know what someone else is going through. So if you are the type of person trying to cause issues in someone else's life, you don't know what that person is going through. I'm like one of those lead bottom toys. So my grandma had these lead bottom toys. Okay, she had a few of them. And no matter what happened, you could knock them over and they would come right back up. They would just, you'd knock them over, boom, they would come right back up because they had a lead bottom. So you can't really throw them off their square for too long, maybe a second or two. And that's how I have become. Very strong in my balance of my feminine and masculine energies. Very resourceful. And I want to tell you something else. If you guys have a mission in this world and someone is trying to slow that mission down, someone is trying to stifle your mission, slow your money down, they don't want to They don't want you to have the bag because you left them 10 years ago in the dust, and they're like, oh, I want to make your life miserable if you're not with me. I want to destroy your business. I want to hide your work. I want to steal what you do and give it to someone else. Or if someone's doing that to you, you don't have to do anything. You can protect yourself, protect your work, protect your business, protect your name. I had to do that for years. I had to have over 15,000 fake web links removed off of Google. So if someone's attacking you like that, the only thing you have to do is focus on your mission and doing good in this world. You don't have to do anything else. God has your back. God has your back in a situation like that. God will always have your back. You can do what you need to do to protect your energy. Like I have this wonderful Palo Santo spray that I make and I sell on the Detox Intuitive Etsy store. You can sit in the sun and meditate for 10 minutes every morning. You can listen to binaural rhythms. You can read the Bible. You can pull an oracle card. You can surround yourself with crystals and high vibrating music and eat high vibrating foods. But you do not have to react or attack or defend. God does that for you. If you're a single woman, it even says in the Bible, God is your husband. If you are a man who someone's taking from and unnecessarily, God has your back. If you're an entrepreneur and someone's stealing your work and claiming it as their own and trying to hide your stuff on the internet at the same time because they're just jealous and envious that they're not as quick and creative and don't think of things first, God has your back. And so do a lot of other earth angels that are put along your path. See, the beautiful thing is people will come along your path that will be put in place to help you along your journey. In 2020, every single part of my business had been destroyed. I had my newsletter list infiltrated. We had to build a honeypot to try to save it. I lost 8,000 people that day off my newsletter list. My newsletter list is now pushing 56,000 3 years later. God has your back. Okay? God has your back. I had an Instagram page that was taken down. God had my back. Now I have one that's getting a lot of engagement. Hi. I had my website destroyed and hacked. I had my email addresses hacked and they were sending spam out. I had over 15,000 fake links created with old images of me. God had my back. I met the most wonderful SEO guy that literally flipped the script overnight for me. And I still work side by side with him today. I hired an assistant that literally gets it. She knows what to look out for. So when this problem came up, she was there with me every day trying to fix it. And we still didn't fix it, and that's okay. You know why? Because when these things happen, something better is on the horizon. When people come after you, when they come after your money unjustly, something better is on the horizon. Whenever something has happened to me in my life that is unjust or unfair, God has my back. 110-fold. Something better happens or occurs. I never have regretted any ending in my life, not once. And what I want all of you to remember is don't become what you came here to destroy. You all came here with a mission, every one of us. Maybe you're supposed to destroy animal abuse if you're a vegan who's followed me for years. Maybe you don't like animal injustices. Maybe you came here like me. You don't like big pharma. You're not a fan, right? I made a lot of sacrifices to become who I am today. I dated a doctor for years in Ohio. And, we didn't see eye to eye. So, done. My beliefs are more important. Don't become what you came here to destroy. It kind of sounds evil, but it's not. Because there's good in the world and there's bad in the world. And if we just look at everything like, oh, love and lights and raise your vibration and keep the vibrating high, that's fake. That's actually not the truth. The truth is there is evil around every corner for everyone who is good and doing good in this world. There's someone there that wants to knock them off their literal angelic throne that they probably were put here for a mission to hold. Your only job is to stick to your mission and to teach others what you have learned from your mistakes. That's your only job. Your job is not to interfere with anyone else's path, no matter what they're doing. Your job is not to see someone else's path and be like, oh my God, I want to be like that person. I'm going to try. No, your job is to take your wounds that happened in the first portion of your lifetime, or even more recently, and transmute that into the way you make your living, the way you help others, the way you lead, the way you teach. We're all teachers. We all have a magic medicine, all of us, every single one of us. But one thing we shouldn't do along our journey is interfere with other people's medicine. Just because you disagree with someone doesn't mean they're wrong. Just because you don't like what comes out of someone's mouth, even though you know it's the truth, doesn't mean they're wrong. You may really dislike someone. You may really dislike me. But I guarantee you, although I can speak harshly at times, it's always the truth. I'm not going to sit up here and bullshit you. So don't become what you came here to destroy. Because in the end, the wheel is always turning. Right? Thank you for all the love on Instagram. I appreciate you guys, and on TikTok and YouTube and Facebook. So if we have any Facebook experts that can fix a business page glitch, a few of them, please reach out to me privately or tag someone in the comments if you know. We're looking to fix that problem. And yeah, I wanted to share this video. The reason I look so pale and probably not my best this week is because I allowed myself to get sucked in for just a few days on fixing something that I know where it comes from. I know who's doing it. I know. And I want to say something else. And this is important. If you're a man that feels competition with a woman, you're not a man. I'm sorry. If you are a man that feels he needs to compete with a woman, mess with her money, or do anything like that, try to hide her, control her, anything like that, you're not a man. You're as feminine as they come. Really. I don't care if you're bald and heavy set and you smoke cigars or what. If you are a man trying to control what another person says on their public platform, you're trying to steal from them, troll them, hide their work, obstruct them, you're not a man. That's a child. That's a boy. So know the difference. So during my session with my sweet teacher in Sweden, we talked about a lot of things, and we talked about how to overcome obstacles. And I want to share with you a few other things. There is always a way around every obstacle, especially obstacles that are put along your path to keep you from your destiny. Those are the ones where you get major rewards when they're obstructed. Major rewards. When I lived in the city I lived before this, I really didn't want to move. No one likes to move. It's really difficult. And I had invested like $60,000 over the course of 2 years, never paid a bill late, was model tenant. I always am. I keep houses absolutely beautiful, blah, blah, blah. It had become so stressful to be bothered so much that I literally just prayed for a better place. I think I said a prettier garden, a prettier view, and then boom. So whenever something seems like it's not a good situation for you, like it's things are not going your way, there's always something better. There's always something better. I mean, if you're, living in front of the ocean and you move to a place where it rains all the time, that might not be better, but there's always something more beautiful, more abundant, more prosperous, more healthy, more health oriented that is coming your way. When things are done to obstruct your path, you will always be rewarded. It's karmic law, it's God, it's your angels, it's your ancestors. You might not be rewarded right away, but you certainly will be rewarded down the line. Just wait and watch. Just watch. It always happens that way. Whether you're blessed with looking 15 years younger than you are for the rest of your life, or you're blessed with, your family, your animals being healthy and happy, you're blessed with a beautiful home, you're blessed with abundance, you're blessed with, who knows, a great passionate love in your life, or great hair, or whatever. You're always going to be blessed when someone tries to obstruct you, always. And so if something is slowing things down for you now, something's slowing your money down, if something's slowing your health down, if something is slowing your progress down in some area, I promise you, if it's being done deliberately, you'll be rewarded. Or God, if it's not being done deliberately, God is wanting you on a different path. See, man was not put here to teach you karma. Man was not put here to say, oh, I'm going to teach that person, watch this. Or that person shouldn't be doing that. I want to knock them off their throne. Watch this. Man gets punished for doing that in more ways than one. And women. But God can do that. God can say, you know what, you're on the wrong path. I want you on this path. So I'm going to make this, and this happen. Or you're driving the wrong car. You're living in the wrong place. So I'm going to make this, and this happen. So you get on the right path. God can do that. But man should never obstruct someone's path, someone's destiny, someone's mission. That's not a man. That's a boy. I wanted to share all this with you. Not sure if we have anyone on here. Welcome, Hope. Where are you tuning in from? Welcome, Donna. Dina, where are you tuning in from? Welcome, Mesh. Where are you tuning in from? Jerry, Cody, Linda, Alicia, Newport Beach, California. I used to love it there. It's expensive. It's expensive. I have all the dresses from, what's it called? Holly Sharp Boutique. This is a Holly Sharp Boutique dress. It's over 20 years old. I bought all her little cotton dresses from there years ago, and I've never stopped wearing them. I wear like old dresses because I still fit in them. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. So if you have any comments, or if you want to share your story and be like, yeah, man, that happened to me. That shit happened to me. Or yeah, I went through this with, I know a lot of you who have been, in marriages that have parted ways have shared with me, like, that, maybe you had someone messing with your money for a little while after or whatever. It can be anything. It can be an employer, it can be a business partner, it can be someone you pissed off 15 years ago that think they have a right to interfere with your life. It can be anyone. And welcome, James. So, you need to really learn to rise above these things. If you have someone causing you difficulty, uh, get out of the house, do what you need to do, and hire out, if you have the ability to do so, people to fix things, especially if it's technical problems or whatever. But don't become what you came here to destroy. That was my message for all of you. Gosh, my hair is getting long. That was my message for all of you tonight, is don't become what you came here to destroy. It is, don't growl at your brother, Lewis. It is Thursday, and I have not washed my hair since last Friday because I was too busy fixing these problems, and it's still not fixed. And what I learned over the week as the week flew by is what a waste of time. I'm never going to do this again. And when I say I'm never going to do something again, I don't. Like, I learn my lesson and I move on. Leave Lewis's bone alone, Stinky. So anyway, let's let Maverick say hello. And you guys, we're working on a few really cool things coming up that I'm going to be sharing through my newsletter. So I would actually love for all of you to subscribe to my newsletter. It is AndreaCox.com, AndreaCox. It's free. I don't send newsletters out every week anymore because I don't need to, usually every other week or something. And so I promise not to spam you or sell your information. Just AndreaCox.com, sign up there. And those of you who don't know who I am, that are watching on other platforms, I am a holistic wellness coach, a vegan of 24 years. I have a almost 23-year-old dog named Lewis. And then I've got this rescue dog here, Maverick. I have been mostly raw vegan, a juicer for all that time. I grow a lot of my own herbs that I make into plant medicine and a lot of my own food. I'm from Ohio. I lived 10 years in San Diego, and I'm an intuitive healer. I have 2 YouTube channels, Andrea Cox TV on health and wellness, and I also have the Detox Intuitive, which is all about spirituality. I'm working on an oracle deck, which will be out very, very soon. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say. So thanks for joining me. I will be sharing in my newsletter what's up and coming, and all the links to all my products and my programs and my coaching, which I'm booked this month, is on AndreaCox.com. Okay, talk to you guys soon. Be well. Bye. I can't believe you're trying to go for your brother's stuff.